The blood bank of Delmarva needs 350 donors a day in order to meet the needs locally. But unlike the American Red Cross, they are not seeing as big of a shortage as they are nationally. It is several days after the storm, and still you can see there is a lot of water in Crisfield. Delmarva Power tells us that areas like this with a lot of water are going to have to wait several days before power is restored. Residents here just want to get back to normalcy and say so long to Sandy. A 41-year-old woman falls 3 stories to her death early this morning, experiencing extensive damage during Hurricane Sandy. And if you're not sure what your lucky numbers are, simply check this quick pick box. That will have the computer choose them for you. After the holidays, the Maryland Food Bank typically sees their donations go way down, but this year it's even worse after Superstorm Sandy. I'm Jen Falsetti. Find out how you can help tonight at 6. Mount Air Farms is hoping to feed thousands this Thanksgiving. I'm Jenn Falsetti. I'll have the latest on their efforts tonight at 6. All the presents along this wall are just waiting to go to the many agencies in Wycomico, Worcester, and Somerset counties. 77 families will get a very special surprise this Christmas, many of which lost everything during Superstorm Sandy. A 9-year-old girl inspired by Dale Dunning donates hundreds of pounds of food to the Just Soup Ministries. I'm Jen Falsetti. I'll have her incredible and inspiring story tonight at 6. Just last year, this whole part of the auditorium was completely flooded by Hurricane Irene, but if you look now, there's a new carpet, new floor, new HVAC system, but still, students say more needs to be done. It's a domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. 24-year-old Gerard Schweiger and 23-year-old Jennifer Barnes now sit behind bars, charged with the murder of Jennifer's father, Tony Mosick. Neighbors stand in shock.
I couldn't believe he did it. I mean, they did that because he was a good guy. I mean, he just walked around with his grandkids constantly.
It all started on December 12th. Troopers responded to this home on West Street in Lipsick. According to police, Barnes and Schweiger were arrested for assaulting Mosick and were then given a no-contact order.
Witness accounts state that Jennifer Barnes was allowed back at the residence because of the 4 children that she was caring for. So the father actually allowed his daughter to come back and stay at the house, but Schweiger wasn't allowed back.
It was when Schweiger, Jennifer's boyfriend, entered the home again that things turned ugly. According to police, Schweiger stabbed Mosick multiple times. Then someone cut out a portion of the blood-soaked carpet and dumped it across the street. State police tell us the couple placed Tony Mosick's body in a 55-gallon plastic tow container. They then took that container to this spot on Route 42 in the Lipsick Bridge, where they placed his body in the water. Now police are still searching for it.
They're conducting sweeps of the area going into the tributaries of the Lipsick River using what they call is a side sonar, and apparently this will locate images that are at the bottom at the bottom of the river.
Jen Falsetti, WMDT 47 News. Complete wreckage is all that's left of this home on Heather Lane in Bethany Beach.
Complete loss. It is completely underground. In fact, we had to call in heavy excavating equipment to tear down the remains of the house so that we could finally put the fire out.
Neighbors and officials tell WMDT it started with a small fire Wednesday evening, but later grew into an inferno that took fire officials over 2 hours to contain.
About 8 o'clock, the house caught fire. Fire department was here, supposedly put the blaze out. They left about 10.
That's when neighbor John Bodsetter thought everything was taken care of, only to be awoken again around 3:25 Thursday morning with the fear of losing everything.
I'm worried for my 86-year-old father who's asleep and has no clue what's going on, who's on dial. I got to unhook him, and I got no power. The elevator's not working. I got to get us out of the house. I thought for sure my house was going up.
As you can see behind me, there is complete destruction not only from the house that caught fire, but also the surrounding homes. We are told the family was home at the time, but luckily no one was injured. And thankfully, this was not their main residence. But for now, this fire remains under investigation. In Bethany Beach, Jen Falsetti, WMDT 47 News. The floodwaters have receded and new light has been shed on the damage left behind from Sandy at Assateague. Trees down, debris littered on trails, parts of this pedestrian bridge completely gone, this beach shack uprooted. And in Chincoteague, it is simply too dangerous for park officials to know the extent of damages.
The parking there is at the very least 95% destroyed. We are taking it step by step. There's a lot we don't know yet about what type of repair we have to do.
But what we do know is that North Ocean Beach parking lot is the only area safe for visitation. Over in the south parking lot, sand is everywhere. Just to give you an idea of how much sand I am standing on in the South Ocean Beach parking lot, this fence down here would normally be up to here on me. Park officials gave us a tour of the damage, but say this is natural and the island is always changing.
The horses and other animals, especially the horses, have been here for 300 years. And not only have they survived during that period of time, but they've thrived.
Jenn Falsetti, WMDT 47 News. A bittersweet send-off for those in the Maryland National Guard's 115th Police Battalion in Salisbury. Tearful goodbyes to loved ones, getting ready for a year-long deployment, first to Fort Bliss, Texas, then to Afghanistan.
The headquarters detachment from the Salisbury Armory will be going and being responsible for multiple companies to conduct military police operations in Kandahar.
The vibe at this ceremony was one of hope and confidence that everyone will return home safely. But these brave men and women aren't the only ones making the ultimate sacrifice. For Christy Collins, it's all about getting involved, sending care packages to help fill the void of a missing husband.
I felt the need really was there, that and the children, and mainly a little bit for our own personal satisfaction.
But for Elizabeth Holland, she's due to give birth to her first child any day now, facing the realization that she will be doing it alone.
I know it's going to hit me tomorrow. I'm going to bawl like a baby, I'm sure. Just knowing that now that we're married and we just got married, and now I have to see my husband leave and about to have a baby on the way, and it's just hitting me hard.
Jenn Falsetti, WMDT 47 News. Mud, dirt, and grime, and these kids are loving every minute of it. It's the biggest day of Camp Odyssey, and certainly the messiest.
All the kids are just going to go in and just go crazy.
Awesome! It's really fun! It's really messy, that's the best part.
What's your favorite part about being in the mud?
Well, how it feels in the fire truck.
I think you need to get muddier.
Yeah.
Sir, you need to go.
Let's go!
To put the messiness of this event into perspective, here's me before, and this is me after. But at Friday's Mud Madness, a mud pioneer is being remembered. She went by the name of Queen Nerd, but in January, Jimmy Landon passed away, a major part of the camp for years.
She was a huge part of this event. Yeah, she was she was special to all of us, very, very special.
Missed but not forgotten, mud t-shirts are being sold, all the profits going to the Jamie Landon Scholarship. Funds raised will help underprivileged children go to camp so that they can make memories like these last a lifetime. Jenn Falsetti, WMDT 47 News. In Ocean City, I'm Jenn Falsetti, WMDT 47 News.